Welcome to Words of Wisdom and Guidance. How are you? I didn't get a chance yesterday to come and see you. Well, there went my feather. I did get a chance, but I'm going to share something with you. Yesterday I had, I can only describe it as a complete purge. All of a sudden I had this huge shift. And I came on to do my reading, sat at my magic table, asked for guidance, pressed record, cried, and the recording stopped. And I sort of got towards the end and I was like, it's not even recording. So I felt like Spirit had said, no, it's not for you to do that. So I thought, right, fair enough. I needed to get myself my own self back into line and what have you. So I accepted that. So sometimes I think we've got to remember we are being guided, and there's just times that you have to surrender. You have to allow for things to shift and change, and you have to be flexible, and you have to just willingly make a change. So that's what I did. And I got through the night. Woke up this morning, the energy was heavy. It's taken me most of the day, but it was so heavy that I've even got a little bit of a water infection today. I feel like a little bit, the energy was stuck. So I did my Qigong today, and I've done that, and I've been really kind to myself, and actually my energy has now lifted. So I feel much better, much better. I had a lovely dinner now with my daughter and her boyfriend, and it was really lovely. Gave her a little gift to congratulate her for her new job and that type of thing. I felt really loved tonight. It was lovely. So I've just come in from my walk, and I sat down and I thought, right, it's time. I'm ready. I want to come and have a chat with you guys and do a bit of a reading and call in our guidance for the week, because there has been significant shift. And since this solar eclipse, the energy literally took a timeline jump, and I felt it last night. It was, honestly, I have not had something like that in a very long time. I recognized it. It was so deep that I thought I was like having a heart attack the way it was coming. I could not speak for the lump in my throat. It was crazy. So if you've been feeling a little bit like that, I'm with you, my dear friends. I am with you. But enjoy when you can. Okay, endure what you must was the guidance yesterday in the calendar, and I really wanted to reiterate, we really got to go and make sure that we stay in our balance. And sometimes it can be a little bit darker, and sometimes the light comes back, and then it takes its time, and you just float along and you think, oh good, and then boof, there's your dip. Something like that happens. This morning I had a gift from Spirit that came through from these little cards, which are the Astro Ascension cards from Nordic Light. And I actually said I'm going, because the gift was the stag. Now I have had the stag from which pack is it? Soul Purpose. The stag from the Soul Purpose. There he is. I just put him back the other day. So he's been out for a long time, and it is follow the path of your soul, and do not allow anyone or anything to stop you. Okay. And I put it back in my deck like that. And this morning, this was out, the stag. He was back, the true leader, higher heart chakra. And believe you me, it is all about the heart right now. Following your heart, opening your heart, purging emotional value, pouring yourself into your emotional feelings. It says here, spiritual messenger, inner power, purity, divine connection, sacred mysteries. So that was my gift from Spirit this morning on my chair. And I just wanted to share that with you, because I want to share that you really do need to be very aware right now of the guidance, of the signs, of the synchronicities. What is Spirit saying? What is the universe guiding you with? What are you seeing? What are you feeling? What are you hearing? And when I came and put these cards on my magic table, I picked up a moonstone to put on top, and I turned around and this little white feather was also on top of these cards. So Spirit is saying definitely good. We've got those today. Right. So I've lit my white sage and Palo Santo incense, and I've got my sage going, and I've purified everything, and we're all ready. We are ready, my friends. On the table, I've got the witches today. I've got my ascension. I have got my inner temple cards, as usual, for our significator card. I have got the Witch's Litho Tarot and the Witch's Litho Oracle and the Witch's Garden Tarot. I've also got Ask the Universe Oracle, and I have got, surprise, surprise, the runes. They wanted to come as well as our beautiful Ascension Tarot deck. So we're going to go with that as well. I also, this was peeping out of the out of my book underneath here, and these are affirmations for the full moon, but for some reason Spirit has told me to come and read them to you. And I think it's quite important to recognize, yes, full moon affirmations, but these are affirmations of really leaning into a future, and that's what we're doing right now. So I honor endings and I create space for new beginnings. First line on this paper. So we have had that a couple of times from the Inner Temple Oracle Guidance. Endings are new beginnings. I honor my past, but I do not give it the power to control my future. And with this, energy that we've got at the minute, starting a new chapter and what have you, these are very relevant. I am safe to surrender. Exactly what I had to do today. I just surrendered. I just thought, you know what? I'm giving in to this. I choose alignment over attachment. So whatever was holding you back, if it's not aligning with you, leave it go. Let it go. Choose alignment. Choose things that are going to make you feel in balance, joyful, happiness, at peace, calm, whatever it might be. I no longer choose what isn't choosing me. And that was something that I had to really lean into last night after a conversation I had. So I am shedding the version of me that kept me small. I am embodying my next level with confidence and ease. It's almost as if the universe is rigged in my favor. Every day I'm becoming the happiest, richest, healthiest, and most successful version of myself. Universe, show me how good it gets. And so it is. So we are keeping these on the table for the week, and we are going to make sure we read them every day. We believe them. We trust them. We move with them. Let's see what our guidance is for today. Rather than curse the darkness, light a candle. Isn't that interesting? Because I went into that darkest pit last night, and yes, I had to pull myself out of it. This morning I had to find ways. I asked for guidance. I got guidance. I had conversations. I made myself feel better. I went for a walk. I looked after myself. I mean, I feel like with my health as well, my physical body took on some of that upset. It's caused this infection. It's horrible. I feel like, and it's my solar plexus, it's my sacral chakra, it's my root chakra. So today I've been carrying my 111 red jasper stone with me the whole day today. I've been carrying that because I'm feeling needed to be grounded. I went into the woods and I was within the trees, just walking with the trees, letting that energy wash over me. Every adversity contains an opportunity. So you might not know it right now. You might not see it right now, but that's okay. That's okay. Right, let's see what runes want to come out with us today. There we are. Well, we've got two of the big ones. We've got luck, our good fortune, and we have got our lotus flower, the beginning, the seeding, and the blossoming, the beautiful lotus flower. So new beginnings, definitely, and good fortune, good luck. It's going to be okay. So trust in that. We've got daggers, which is about balance. Okay, staying in balance. We have got, can't remember what he's called. I want to say Thurizaz. Okay, I'll check it. Is it? And Naughties. So let's have a little look. I haven't looked at my, oh my goodness me. I have not looked at my runes for a little while, have I? One point I was doing my runes all the time. Right, daggers, 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 daggers. Daggers is success, daylight. Isn't that interesting? We have rather than curse the darkness, light a candle. So remember, the energy will always change the next day. There's always going to be daylight after the darkness. Success, hope, breakthrough, transformation, and balance. So this is what you will be feeling right now. And this is what the energy is guiding us with all this week. Okay? So be very aware of trying to remain in your balance. Remember, you're planting the seed. It's growing. It's coming. It's changing. You're wanting this new, wanting something new. You have to believe and trust that you are going to get the test, the tower, like I did yet last night. And it's not that I haven't heard what I heard before. It just affected me so badly last night. It was such a trigger because there was something else that triggered along as well. There was kind of like there was a few little steps, a few little bits that I'd ignored or I hadn't really paid too much attention to. I'd tried to push away, blah, 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 and it culminated. And it was like, you're having it. And I had to lean into it. And I did. But it was very, very, very trying. Really drained me. I mean, I dragged myself about this morning and for a walk. And by this afternoon, though, I could feel my energy starting to return to me. So trust in that. It does change. So daggers is the rune of daylight and is considered a very beneficial sign. It's increase, growth, prosperity, strength, good health, and general well-being. So, you know, with luck, you know, you are going to be okay in this next chapter, in this next week. Let's just say this next week, this is our next step. Let's just take it in bite-sized pieces, because sometimes it can overwhelm us a little bit, especially when you don't feel like anything's changing much. But one of the strongest downloads I got today and understanding is keep working on yourself. Keep making sure that you do your rituals, your guidance, your spiritual routines. Keep honoring your path, honoring your journey, honoring the process. Keep on, okay? And trust in this. You may experience an unexpected successful outcome concerning a problem or a project. You are encouraged to remain optimistic, to keep your focus on the light as positive new developments unfold. Now, dagger is also known as the dawn rune, and as such represents new hope and an emerging from darkness into light. You may have recently undergone a dark night, yes, on a physical, emotional, or spiritual level, all three, and are now able to greet the new day with a hard-won clarity and confidence. And here I sit in front of you as proof of that. So trust me, trust me. I had it, my little trip was last night. Yours might come tomorrow. Yours might come in the week. But if you're hearing this reading, there's a reason you're feeling it and you're hearing it. So just be aware of this and don't be afraid, because you will come out onto the other side. There is a related aspect to the protection to daggers, as daylight is considered a protective force, guiding us out of danger and onto the right path and keeping unwanted influences at bay. You are out of harm's way now, so you can rejoice in safety and look forward to new openings and opportunities. As the first light of dawn breaks through the dark of night, daggers also represents the breakthrough of insight and inspiration, whether on an artistic, creative, or in terms of spiritual enlightenment. This rune may be pointing to a time when you have access to communion with divine energies, perhaps even psychic knowledge of situations or events that eludes everyone else involved. Whatever the case, spiritual development and advancement are indicated here. Divine light is guiding you along your path, and you are making steady progress. So how beautiful is that? And you know, the stag with the higher heart chakra, the chakra is opening, and you know, the emotional, there may have been something still stuck. They definitely were. That's what I had to clear. Right? It was literally, it went like a lump into my throat. It was trust in that feeling, trust in that emotion, and make sure that energy moves. Look after yourself, whether do your qigong, do yoga, do a walk, do a swim, do a run, do a dance, do whatever you need to. Move your body, move it physically so that your emotion can move through your body. Additional meanings: the symmetrical shape of daggers represents balance between opposing energies. So light and dark, up and down, movement and stagnation. Depending on the context of a reading, this rune may be reminding you to seek more balance in your approach to a problem or in your daily life in general. Alternatively, daggers can point to a major transformation or fundamental change in your life. Some have compared the rune's shape to the wings of a butterfly, evoking the beautiful winged completion of what can start out as an uncomfortable or frightening transition. See? If you are feeling immobilized or uprooted by major changes in your life, let daggers be a reminder of the positive results of necessary transformation. So your magical uses: good luck, and it's sitting there, good luck. Promote positive transformations, increase in wealth, turning the corner in a challenging situation, spiritual or creative breakthrough. So how wonderful is that to start 17 minutes in? If you're still here, good for you, you're hearing this. This is our breakthrough. This is our change. This is the next step. So this week, this is our guidance. All right, so we've also got, not Punyo. Oh, is it Hagalaz? Yeah, there is as I thought. Got it right. Protection, decisions, also luck. So Thurisaz is chiefly concerned with the aspects of protection and resistance to danger or other unwanted circumstances. The shape of this rune represents a thorn on a branch, symbolizing the wisdom of choosing a defensive stance rather than rushing to attack an adversary. So it's really about deciding not to do anything right now. Okay? Making sure that you have that, you know what, I don't need to allow this to do anything with me. Put the hand this way. Don't be rushing in, okay? Don't be rushing in. If you go into a challenging or potentially dangerous situation, you can surround yourself with a shield of protective energy, carrying a talisman, or be extra mindful of your environment and your actions. Taking these measures is often enough to deter potential attackers from trying to harm or take advantage of you, so that you avoid the unpleasant situation altogether. Consider this rune as a friendly but stern warning to be alert to potential danger at this time. In a related interpretation, Thurisaz advises you to be mindful of your motives. Watch out for opportunities that bring reward through deceit or dishonesty. Remembering that what goes around comes around. Don't take the easy path if doing so allows you to skirt responsibility. Be willing to listen to advice from those you trust, even if you don't like what you hear. Drawing Thursday's reserve. Okay. Another common interpretation of Thursdays indicates that you're facing an important decision requiring careful consideration. Remember, staying, right? Be sure to thoroughly evaluate every aspect of the situation before making your move. It kind of made me think about lighting a candle. It's almost like when you take the time to light the candle, it stops you, doesn't it? It's like, I'm waiting for that. And then it kind of draws you into thinking about something. All right. So the ability to come from a neutral, a rational place when making a decision that could significantly impact your life is another form of protection against unwanted circumstances. So, magical uses, defensive magic, protection, help with decisions, and good luck. So we've got 2 runes that are portending to luck. Okay. And then we have got Hagalaz, which is destruction, chaos, but transformation. Can be a bit about misfortune, but or interference. And interesting how I sort of told you I went to record everything last night, but I was in such a state and then it was switched off. I didn't even realize it had stopped recording. So it was stopped for a reason. So it's important to recognize. All right. Let's just read this. Signifies forces of chaos cannot be controlled. All right. So it could be frustrating time, but hold your course. It is being corrected for a reason. So things are being stopped or you are being redirected. This whole weekend for me has been a big stop. Everything was changed. My whole idea of a weekend, doing things, meeting people, going out, wishing that I was meeting someone, all of these things. No. So Friday changed, Saturday changed, Sunday changed. So honestly, it's going to be like that because there's a reason. Because something is being redirected. Someone's being redirected. Okay? Whatever that might be. It's either you or the person you're supposed to meet on your path. Yeah? I'm just going to plug in my charger while I'm here. Oh, dear God. Oh, okay. There we are. Right. So, let us just have a little look. We've got some very strong guidance. So, this is protection. It's also luck, quick transformations, success in navigating difficult situations, and break unhealthy patterns. So if you've been listening to me, you know what I'm talking about. And if you are listening to me, it's resonating with you. So that is important. Okay. Right. So let's get our Inner Temple Oracle card today. Our Inner Temple guidance, please, for the week ahead. The week ahead. I will probably do a daily guidance as I always do, but if you don't get a chance to see it, maybe that's all you need to know. Let's talk about the week ahead anyway and see what our guidance is for today, please, spirits. I just want to tell you something as well. I got this lovely, when I was watering my flowers, I was gifted this. It didn't cheer me up until this morning when a reader I was listening to talked about you might see pink flowers. And I thought, well, actually, Spirit gave me one from one of my bushes outside the front. I was a bit sad because there's 2 little buds on either side that haven't blossomed. And, of course, it's come off the stem now. But I have put it in water on my windowsill. So it's still looking a little bit happy at the minute. So I just wanted to say thank you for my beautiful flower. And there's a burning rose at the bottom. Okay, right, let's see. What is our guidance, please, for the week ahead? What can you guide us with, please, Spirit? There we go. The Chamber of Forgiveness. Okay. So yeah, you know, I offer myself the same compassion I give to others. My mistakes do not define my worth. So forgive yourself, forgive the mistakes, forgive what you do, forgive others, forgive people. Forgiveness is a beautiful way in which you see things from a different perspective. Forgiveness often can open up, you know, your way of thinking, higher perspective and things. So the Chamber of Forgiveness. We've had this out a few times, but I am always reading it because you may not have heard it properly last time. You may not have seen the reading, and it's important. There's no question that it's through our relationships, both with ourselves and others, that we grow the most. Through the disappointments, betrayals, heartaches, heartbreaks, through growing apart and the inevitability of change, through all of this, we grow. The Chamber of Forgiveness reminds us of our innate innocence and of the need to keep our heart tender towards ourselves and others, to soften and humble ourselves in our humanness. When the heart hurts, it wants to shut down, harden, and close itself off from the world. This is a normal reaction to the ache that comes with being human. So the Chamber of Forgiveness is a card of heart healing and deep, deep compassion for yourself and others too. It invites us to find a way to keep our heart open through the hurt, the blame, the betrayal, the anger, and the shame. That's how I was last night, literally. So not to shut down or close our heart over or harden ourselves from life. Our grief is evidence of how much we love, for it's impossible to live with an open heart and not experience hurt or grief. Forgiveness has a mysterious timing and you cannot rush it, but there often comes a day when, after many tears have been shed and candles lit, the heart doesn't ache like it did before. We may find a softness in our voice where there was previously sharpness and pain. This is the energy of the Chamber of Forgiveness. It's a process that's unfolding within us always. And if this card appears for you, then chances are this process is intelligently unfolding within you too. So very much for me, definitely. And it is a process, and it takes what it takes. And, you know, when you sort of feel hurt and aggrieved, you want to sort of find a reason, you want to maybe, you know, fight back, you might want all sorts of things come up. What you've got to do is you've got to center yourself. You've got to bring yourself back to you. And you've got to say, what have I got to learn here? What is it about me? What is the situation? And the more you can do that, that's your higher self saying, let me guide you, the easier it is to overcome these triggers and this healing and these wounds and these traumas and situations that are going to keep coming around till you clear them out of your system, till you are free and clear. I was not obviously free and clear. My higher heart chakra last night literally blew open. And now I've got this feeling, this illness. So I've got to balance myself. I've got to heal myself. I've got to look after myself, you know. So willing to do it. I have to do it. I'm committed to my process, to my journey. And I am determined to find my new. So, right then, beautiful. So, let us take the Witch's Life, and I have my amethyst stone here, and the amethyst stone is all about intuition. So, what is your intuition guiding you with? And I love these cards because they've got the butterflies on, which is all about transformation. And we've already got daggers on here, all about transformation. Thurizaz, all about breakthrough. So let this happen for you right now. And it's interesting, Thurizaz is like a bit of a thorn. And I was, you know, talking about flowers and what have you. And I was out there looking at my beautiful roses. And roses are beautiful, but they do have thorns. And I've got the Witch's Garden tarot out, so very much about being grounded right now. As I said to you, I've been carrying my red jasper today, so see how that works for you. Right, let's go. our beautiful Witches Litho Guidance Oracle for this week, please. What is a... And I love the fact it's got the moon. You know, we've just had this new moon and the solar eclipse. So this energy is around for 6 months. You work with it. Let it guide you. Citrus fruits have come out. It is time to surrender to your unraveling. Allow the waking sight to expand and illuminate you. There it is, number 4. And there's the book. Pages being written, the new page. Everything's there ready, waiting for you. So it is time to surrender to your unraveling. It really is. Mermaid 24. Let the allure of the mythical siren seduce your curiosity. Magic awaits. Number 24, which is 6. Okay. Anything else for this week, please? The Horse. Number 18. Unsure of how to break out of your cage, Spirit shares strength through acts of liberation. Isn't that beautiful? We have the beautiful horses galloping. Obviously, it's about movement. Horses move. The movement of this card. So you are breaking out of this cage. You're breaking out of this old pattern, old behavior. And sometimes when we break out of things, we do feel like we're a bit floaty. We don't know quite where we're going, do we? We feel a little bit unsure, a little bit lost, possibly. So allow that to happen for you right now. Anything else, please? It's time to surrender to your unraveling. As I said right in the very beginning, it's about that surrender right now. Let Spirit guide you. Let the energy guide you. Okay. So we have got 3 more cards, which is what I was just thinking. Let's have 3 more cards. Very nice. Thank you very much. So we've got the hummingbird. The wind beneath your wings are shifting, and if you don't pay attention, you may lose flight. Number 19, which boils down to a 10, which is all about new beginnings. So pay attention. All right, pay attention. Protect your energy. Don't let somebody else, okay, knock you off your path. Definitely. Hydration. There is more to the story than meets the eye. Be mindful of what hides beneath the surface. Number 20, which is a 2. Balance. Stay balanced. Be mindful of what is hiding beneath the surface. Okay. And herb crafting. Allow your roots to dive into the depths. Your spirit calls for grounding, as I said. And I felt it today, very much grounding. Okay. So grounding, I feel like underneath the horse, you know, with the fact that there's movement and what have you, it needs to be grounded. It can't just be like a flight of a horse that gets a fright and just goes, right? No, it's got to be, I'm going for a gallop because I feel good. I know where I'm going. I'm moving forward. That's what this is telling me. Definitely. All right, so let's have a little look. Citrus fruit, number 4. It is time to surrender to your unraveling, my friend. Beautiful. Keywords are spiritual opening, cleansing, and purity. The brightness, freshness, and powerful cleansing properties of citrus fruits have appeared as a sign of your spiritual awakening. This is a powerful portal that promises the deliverance of the illusions you have experienced up until this point. You are literally waking up and beginning to question everything about your relationships, purpose, and way of living. Old teachings, I've just... goosebumps. Old and spiritual beliefs may begin to feel wrong or elicit doubts about whether or not you are actually receiving benefits from their guidance. You may find that things naturally come to a conclusion when receiving this card. Relationships drift away and you grow apart. A house no longer feels like a home, or you feel it's time to move on from a career or job. There are intentional decisions that feel right rather than anything destructive or devastating. You are simply beginning to align with your soul and make choices that reflect the this evolution. Ultimately, you will begin to feel more light and free as a result of this process, and many people will begin to experience a deeper understanding of your soul's calling. And it's on page 35, 8. So as above, so below, 8, infinity. Okay, the energy's doing this right now. It is your time. Mermaid, 24. So, allure, seduction. There are many legends about the mythical sea creature known as the mermaid. Among them is the alluring call of her song, said to enchant sailors she could drag them to the bottom of the ocean, never to be seen again. The assumption is that she drowns them. But what if something much more magical and fantastical is happening? The things you are attracted to are not a mistake or flights of fancy. They represent things that are meant for you. Interesting, isn't it? So they represent things that are meant for you and hold the key to more happiness, your purpose, and ways to live your best life. If you are captivated by something, allow yourself to be pulled down into the depths of its seduction. It can be scary to follow a passion, not knowing what waits for you on the other side. But the best things in life are often the things that scare you the most, yet make you want to dive in. And that's on page 92, which is 11, which is a spiritual guidance. But Spirit is here. Angels are guiding. And honestly, that's exactly what I did with my twin flame journey. It was a very fantastical, magical, different type of journey that I've never experienced. And I just allowed myself to be pulled into the depths of it. Of course, you know, it broke me. It did all sorts of things, but it also made me grow. And it also made me, you know, awaken and become what I am today and where I am with you guys, sitting here doing this, channeling with my spirit team. None of that would have taken place if I hadn't dived into the depth of what I thought was happening. But you've got to believe and trust that it's there for a reason. Number 18, the horse. This is about freedom, strength, confidence, which we've already read about. Horses are meant to be wild and free. It's not uncommon to hear tales of having to break a horse. Okay, how sad it must be for the horse to go roaming landscapes to being in a box. When the horse card gallops into your reading, could be a sign that your spirit is broken, or you may feel a bit stuck or stagnant or bored. But dig deep, reconnect with your sense of freedom. The beauty about being free is that you can change your mind. If you go one way, find it doesn't work, go the other. And I feel like very much like why that's herb crafting is under there. Just ground yourself. Spirit is calling you, ground yourself. Make sure that you feel that you are part of the journey. Don't let everything become foggy or in your head. Ground yourself. Hummingbird, 19, 18, 19. Wow, do you know what we got here? 17, 18, 19, 20. How magic is that? So it's movement. Swiftness, pivoting. Who are hummingbirds? If a hummingbird enters your reading, the current path you're on isn't suiting your needs. It's time to consider additional options or a new approach. It could also mean your situation is evolving rapidly. So there we are. You're not stuck. You might think you are, but things are changing with the hummingbird. So hydration is really important. Be mindful of what is beneath the surface, because this is what is happening beneath it. You can't yet see, maybe. You don't know for sure. So ground yourself. Allow the energy to come and move you. Yeah. You've got to adapt. You've got to be flexible. I had to yesterday. It was really weird. Hydration, number 20. Nourishment, healing source of a problem, spiritual well-being. You may be attempting to manifest a large goal or heal an old wound, which is a much bigger problem driving the external manifestations you're experiencing. Poor beliefs about self-worth may prevent you from attracting more love or wealth. So be careful of all of that. Additional information, understanding, or healing is needed before the situation can come to a conclusion. So put on your X-ray glasses. Look beyond the surface of your problem. Go deep. Yeah, go deep. Lean in. There are layers, because you're just starting to peel them back. Did I know this one last night? Whoa. Honestly, trust me when I tell you, this journey is all about healing, and it's a continuous healing. And especially if you are my age, lots of healing to be done. Yeah, lots of life experience. And then we've got number 17, which is herb crafting, grounding, connecting with the earth. Spend time alone, especially in nature. If you are an empath, it's a wonderful gift. But like all things, must be exercised in moderation, because you could be picking up other people's energy. And remember, we have got the rune of protection here. So Dagas is protecting. We are being protected. So protect yourself, look after yourself, make sure you nurture yourself. The siren's call could be just simply someone that literally will be trying to off balance you. I had a conversation with someone like that this afternoon. Friend of mine, and she said exactly that. She was about this person that she was with. She said he's been pulling me down for a long time, holding me back, pulling, and she woke up to the fact, and now she recognizes that's exactly what his energy was doing. Well, that's not in alignment. That is not good for you to have that type of energy. No. Must go. Must go. All right, let's ask universe for some guidance. What does the universe want us to know for this week, based on the fact that we've got to be aware of what it is that the energy is doing for us. Don't be afraid of it. We'll be given guidance for it. You're not lost. You're recalibrating to your highest path. Exactly. I love these cards because they say things better than I can ever say. But it's exactly what I was trying to mean. So that's wonderful. And we have got, you are exactly where you're meant to be. Trust the detour. Trust the detour. Clarity is coming. Keep asking and keep watching. Clarity is coming. Keep asking and keep watching. You will definitely know what it is that you need to do and take action with. I'm hearing, and take action with, you know, take action with. Okay, I can say that. All right, Aventurine, this has been calling to me for a little while. This is about good fortune. We will talk about a little bit of wealth. Okay, wealth and love. Definitely, I've put it on top of these beautiful Witch's Garden tarot. I haven't used them for a little while, so let's ask them to come out and give us guidance for this week, for this energy, the overall, the confirmation of what it is that we are looking at. The Nine of Pentacles on top of herb crafting. Yeah. Two of Wands. Keep watching. There's the Two of Wands for keep watching. I'll show you now when I've finished. We've also got the Two of Pentacles, balance. Balance. Being aware of that, what it is that you need balancing. That's always very important. Okay, right, we've got quite a few. Overall, we have got our beautiful Emperor. Now, this is so interesting because this immediately tells me masculine energy. And we have got the sun being very prevalent right now. We've had a lot of sunshine, the sun, the male energy, and it was a solar eclipse. Okay, so sun energy, very strong male energy with our Emperor. And our Emperor, you know, I mean, he's ready, isn't he? He's got everything that he needs set out ready. He's got the plan. He's ready, right? On top of the herb crafting, which is allow your roots to dive into the depths, your spirit calls for grounding, we had the Nine of Pentacles. And this is about being ready, having everything that you need, okay? Being grounded, all right? You have all the knowledge. You have everything you need. You've been working on, Okay, we also out here over the clarity is coming, keep asking and keep watching. We've got the Two of Wands and we have the Sun card. So yes, keep clarity is coming, keep asking, keep watching. The Two of Wands, you can see there, you're standing there ready, you've got everything that you need. Keep watching, keep asking, waiting for that moment. And the Sun card came out with it. I want to get my book. I'm ready. What did I do with my book there? Which is Garden. Because I just want to take my Sun card. In a reversal. Okay, so we have got the Two of Wands first of all. The Two of Wands is about insight. Okay, so looking ahead, plotting, planning, visioning. Observe the lay of the landscape to align with your desire. Bring together equal opposing forces and ideas to foster the energy of transformation. Okay, clarity is coming. Keep asking, keep watching. That's what the card came out on top of. But it did come out with the Sun card in reverse. And the Sun card in reverse is about doubt, feelings. It can also be a little bit about sadness, depression. So lean into the clarity. It might come with a bit of upset, with a bit of sadness, but you've got to transmute that. You've got to change that, okay? Definitely got to change that. So we also got out the Temperance card, and Temperance is, you know, all about knowledge, knowing, balance, understanding. With the Page of Wands, almost like the Phoenix energy, the rising of something, being passionate about it. The Ten of Wands are burdens, but it came out with the Magician. So you can change all of this, okay? You have the knowledge, you have the learn. I'm going to read Temperance to you now as these 4 cards. Complexity. So it's about balance, healing, mixing all the possibilities, soul alchemy. So this here, okay, is your soul alchemy happening. You have to lean into it. You have to understand that it's really important to surrender to this unraveling. It is taking place for a reason. Okay, and the reason is you have been calling this in. We've got on top of the Magician there, the 8, the infinity symbol. And this is about magic. And here we had magic with the, let the allure of the mythical siren seduce your curiosity, magic awaits. The Magician has come out to confirm that. So you have got a lot of magic. These burdens are what is it? You're alchemizing, you're changing. Okay, that reminds me of a phoenix so much, the 9 of Wands, the Page of Wands. Let me just get a Page of Cups, Page of Swords. Oh, where are they? There he is. The Page of Wands. Spellcaster. Following the passion, good luck abounds. Youthful energy, freedom surrounds you. Exactly what we were talking about. The freedom of the horse moving forward, the hummingbird, right? That can change direction. You have this freedom now. You can put these burdens, the 10 of Wands, the burdens down. You don't need them anymore. It's a culmination. A cycle is complete. Walking between worlds, embracing responsibility. This is your chance now. You've been calling them in. The manifestation is coming to you. Trust in that what is coming, because the Emperor is the overall energy here. Two of Pentacles, remain balanced, optimistic, grounded. And then we have these two cards here. We have the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. More stability, finance, wealth. You are not lost. You're recalibrating to your highest path. You are exactly where you're meant to be. Trust the detour. Trust the detour. Our Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles. Our Knight of Pentacles is all about moving with mindfulness, gentle touch. Struggles you face are self-created. Connect the elements of the earth and animals to ground. Stay grounded, okay? Because we have the Queen of Pentacles, and she is all about using your talent. It's about utilizing natural energies, work in tandem with the earth. So yeah, very much about grounding, keeping yourself in a place of grounding, okay, of waiting, being patient, understanding that this is coming for you. The overall Emperor, where is he? 1B. He is authority. See your sights, embrace powerful habits, exercise firm control. Remember, I said to you right in the beginning, 50 minutes ago, this is such a long reading today. 50 minutes ago, I said to you about grounding, but I also said about this week, making sure to do your ritual, spiritual practices, your routines, little steps every day. Keep going, trust the process, keep going. And that's exactly harbor self-discipline, secure the self. The present situation requires the seriousness of it. It's energy that wants to work for you. Okay, you're being very strongly guided with it. And look at that beautiful falcon that's sitting on his shoulder there. And I saw two of them the other day flying above me. So very, very strong guidance from Spirit. Okay, does that make sense for the week? I hope it does. Let us get our final with our feather and our moonstone. Let's see what this final guidance is all about, because these little Astro Ascension deck wanted to come out. What is the guidance for this week, please? Because we have got such strong energy in the planets. It's moving, but it's also for us to work with it, to go with the flow. I just keep seeing a tide coming onto the beach and what have you, but it's almost like, you know, where you turn and the water, and you go with the water rather than let it just hit you and you're trying to stand there and you just allow it for you to, that's what it is. That is exactly what it is. Number 33, the Masters. Sacred support, blessings, expansion, positive results, talent, skills, mastery, teacher, inspiration, and Ascended Masters are with you. So that is your final guidance for this week. I hope that you understand the importance of this guidance. If you have enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up, please like, please comment, please subscribe, because I love doing what I do. I'm sweating up a storm here. The energy has really lifted me, so thank you for allowing me 53 minutes with you on this reading. If you might see a lot of 33s, it's my number. Very strong, very strongly guided with threes at the minute. So trust in the process, trust what you are being given. It's a beautiful, beautiful way. You're finding solutions. Definitely Gemini, the twins. So you will get some help as well. Just be brave. Just keep going. If you lean into your emotions, you will be fine. And enjoy your journey. And I'll speak to you again real soon. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye now.